Hey guys, EBPMAN here. Now if you love creating, if you like, let's say, creating personalized item, engraving, this is going to be something that you'll want to check out because today we're going to take a look at the Atomstack X20 Pro. This is a powerful laser that's going to transform how you create things because not only is it powerful and able to cut very thick materials, but it's able to engrave things really, really fast. Today we're taking a look again at the X20 Pro. Let's go ahead and check it out. Now the X20 Pro packs a lot of power. We're talking about 130 watts. It's a quad laser that is going to output 20 watts of power to engrave and cut and just help you with your creation. We're talking about a working area of 400 by 400 millimeters, and it has the ability to cut something as thick as 12 millimeters in a single pass. That's pretty incredible. Now, this solution is also very complete, and it comes with something that's known as air assist. Now, air assist basically allows you to cut with high intensity without charring. So as this laser is cutting the material, let's face it, it's a laser, right? It's power. It could char. It could even start fire, right? It can combust somewhat as it's cutting. Air assist blows air and kind of puts it out. It's almost like if you were blowing on something. So as it's cutting, it's going to have a very clean line and you're not going to have any charring, which is going to give you some really high quality cuts. And it's also going to give you some very deep cuts that don't burn up. It comes with that included. Now, the resolution of this thing is anywhere from 0.08 millimeters, because that's the spot of the laser, by 0.01. So that's going to be very detailed and very finite. And you're going to see kind of like the detail as we do some of our cuts here. Now, it does offer offline engraving, which is really cool. And that means that you can actually take something, put it on a memory card, put it on, push a button, and it's going to run without a computer. Now, if you want to have a computer connected to it, you can. And it does support Lightburn, which is also nice. Now, for those of you who may not be familiar with Lightburn, Lightburn is the tool of choice when it comes to anyone who does any sort of engraving, both as a hobbyist, a pro hobbyist, or even someone who's running a business. It just allows you to transform and create things. It's almost like a desktop publisher for laser engraving. Now, this laser engraver also has limit switches, X and Y, and that means that as it's moving up and down, it knows where it stops, and therefore it's not going to bump into it and start grinding, as I've seen with some of the solutions that we've seen here on the channel. So we're going to take a look at how it works. We're going to look at some of the options it has. We're going to look at the quality. I want to check this out because, you know, if you want to get a laser, this may be it. Now, guys, we're taking a look at the Atomstack X20 Pro 130 watt quad laser. It's, you know, one of the first of its kind, a quad core diode laser that is able to engrave a lot of different type of materials. Right now, what we're doing is a mirror that's actually going to be a gift for a friend of ours who just purchased a home. Now, this is capable, because of the power, it's capable of cutting in a single pass 12 millimeter solid wood in a single pass, 8 millimeter acrylic in a single pass, and it can also cut 0.05 millimeter thin sheet metal. Now, one of the things that sets this engraver apart, and there's a lot of other things here, is as you can see over here, that is an air assist module. You can hear kind of like the blowing that's going on. Air assist is going to give you really, really clean cuts. So when you're talking about wood, you're not going to have burn marks. And what we're doing right here is we're kind of engraving the back of this mirror, and you'll see how this turns out. It does have a display here, and one of the cool things about this also is that it gives you the ability to run engravings, carvings, cuts without having a machine connected, as long as you load the actual, I would say, file on this micro SD, and then you're able to just load it and then control everything through this display, which makes it a very versatile machine because you don't need a PC to do that. Now, a couple things that I just want to highlight here is that you have this stop button. This is like an emergency stop that you're just able to hit and stop the engraving just in case, let's say, there's a fire or something that you're really worried about. You do have your power, you have your USB as we've discussed. If you do hit this power stop button, what you also then have is the ability to reset and start it up again through this power button. And like we said, here you have your micro SD that's going to have any kind of prints that you may have on here. You do have I would say, a ruler or something indicating your dimensions and where your things are going to start. So this is something that has a 400 by 400 millimeter work surface. And I do have underneath it a honeycomb board, and then I have this kind of waste board right on top of it because I'm working with some glass, and I just want to make sure that the glass on the other side comes out nice and clean. This is a very, very solidly built laser engraver. Super duper impressed on the build quality, and again, the fact that this includes that air assist makes this a tremendous buy because, again, you're going to have some really, really clean carvings because of that air assist. Now you have two ways to run your engravings. You could either run Gerbil, or you could actually use Lightburn. I'm using Lightburn for this engraving, and one of the things about this, you'll notice right here that there's this little dial. As you're adjusting the focus, basically all you do is you raise the laser up and down, and you use this piece right here. So this basically, I placed it on top of the mirror. I lowered the actual laser so that it touched this, and then that's pretty much the engraving, and that's it. And that's all you need in order for it to run. We're kind of like outside because I don't have an enclosure for this. Maybe at another date we'll go ahead and review the AtomStack enclosure as well as the actual, I'll say, smoke machine that they have it, or the air purifier. Given the type of material that we're cutting, the fact that we're cutting that mirror, it's really important that you are in a very well ventilated area. So that's why I am outside and not inside my home. But this is, again, very simple to use. It's straightforward, worked right out of the box, and again, just has a really nice build to it. Now, one of the things that you'll also notice is that there's a shield here, right? So there's this little shield there that is kind of covering up the laser. Now, while that is providing some type of protection for your vision, highly recommend that you still have the included glasses, or if not, you purchase additional glasses so that you have that extra safety. So that little shield right there is giving you that nice protection, but I always advise that you wear some additional glasses to do that. You never want to look into that laser. It's going to damage your eyes. Now, one other thing I wanted to highlight about this laser engraver is that it does have end stops. So it has an end stop over here that when you press home, it knows to come to this corner, and it flips this little switch as it's going to the corner, and it will stop. That will prevent the actual engraver from crashing and then continuing to try to move in a specific direction. That is a great feature to have, and I'll tell you that a lot of the, I would say, lasers that we look at still don't have those. They have kind of like a zero origin point, but they don't have a physical end stop. So this has that little switch here in the corner that we'll show you in a couple seconds that really makes a difference when it comes to just the overall maintenance of this laser engraver. Now, just to point out where that end stop is, I'm just going to bring my hand down here. It's right here where you see this cable coming out of. It just is right here. So this head will move this way, and once it moves into that spot, once it comes home, it's going to stop in that position because, again, it has that little switch. Now, one other thing I wanted to highlight about the engraver are the legs and the support system. Now, while the support system on this is very robust and very sturdy, I will warn you, because it's metal, and while it has this kind of little rubberized portion here, it's very easy to scratch the surface underneath it. So don't make the mistake I made. So if you build this, let's say, for example, on your kitchen table, or this is not in a shop because you're a hobbyist, you have to realize that you can scuff the furniture. The same thing is true as you place it on top of furniture. Again, given the fact that this has no enclosure, I wouldn't recommend it being running in a house, but these legs will scratch. Now, this is a granite surface. I don't really care about it. It's not going to scratch. That you can cut on this. It's not gonna mar it or just do anything to it. But I still have underneath it this honeycomb board that will prevent the laser from doing any damage, because that can damage the surface. Now, one other thing I wanted to highlight is how loud is the machine, and this could be kind of misleading somewhat because there's a couple things going on here. First of all, you have a fan here keeping this area cool. Then you have air assist, which is blowing away any surface there. I just wanted to highlight, so I'm going to bring this here in a corner so you can see it. And I'm going to stay quiet so you can see how much noise is being generated. All right, now that's not terribly loud, right? But given the air assist and given what's going on here, that's going to make some noise. The other thing I noticed is that this engraver will remain on, right? It's going to stay on. The fan will stay on even when it's not engraving. So I noticed that in some other engravers where it actually is completely quiet, there's no noise, and then when you start up the engraver, it moves to the position and then the fan kicks in. In this case, it's always on. So that could be a little annoying, or it could be disruptive depending on where you're running it. Now, one of the things I was really curious is could it cut a thick piece of wood? And we're going to go here and see what measurements we have here. This is 19.76, right? It's a little bit thicker than what they advertise. And we're looking for two things. One, that we get a clean cut. Because it has air assist, we shouldn't see excessive burning or charring. I want to be able to see that looks really nice, the lines look clear. And then we want to see that it does it in a single cut. Now, for those of you curious about my settings, I have it at 50 speed and then 100 power. So we're going to go ahead and start this up. I'm going to see how well she does here. And it has started cutting. And I can tell you right now that that laser is going straight through. So air is up, and you can see even the smoke kind of coming up around that really nicely. It's a really nice job. Wow. The cut looks clean. So I don't see any excessive burning. It's going straight through, really nice. Yep. Now the cool thing about this is that if this is cutting this well, then this really opens up a whole bunch of different possibilities, because typically you'll find a lot of folks will basically go to a different machine to actually cut an outline of some let's say, plaque that they want to be able to use. Then they'll come in and engrave with the laser. But it looks like this is going to be able to handle both. So we're going to go ahead and see, did it cut it? And oh boy, it did. Did you see that? Ha! This is clean. Take a look at that. Make sure that that's in focus for y'all. Wow, that's clean. All right, it may be somewhat in an angle. That's obviously, I don't have things leveled right there, but boy, that is really good. All right, so can it cut? It can cut. All right, so now with this test, now that we know that this could actually cut through wood in one single pass, we're going to do two things. We're taking this piece of wood and we're going to engrave in it a kind of wine quote. In addition to doing the wine quote, what we're then going to do is we're going to cut a wine bottle out of this piece of wood just to see how versatile and again how powerful this laser cutter and engraver is. Let's sit back and watch this. Now here's some of the items that we've carved with the Atomstack X20 Pro. First of all, this is going to give you kind of a sense of the kind of power that this laser engraver has. As you can see here, this is a, again, starting at 10 power at 100 speed. You can see kind of like the cutting power that can have, and it pretty much cut almost through everything, right? Even at these lower speeds and at this lower power. And it wasn't until we really sped things up all the way up to the top here that we actually got some engravings here on this wood because of how powerful the actual, again, laser is. So you can see what that looks like right there. In addition to just that, we did, this is actually carved or cut and then also engraved. So this is pretty thick wood too. So we basically, if you can see the thickness here, so we basically ran this, cut the wine bottle out, and then in addition to that, then we went ahead and engraved it. So you can see what that engraving looks like, and you can see just how fine the detail is and how clean the cuts are. Really, really like the quality there. We also then did this tile, right? So see a lot of these. So this is a slate tile. Great quality there as well. Right? We did some tests just to see, you know, the right engraving, power to, I would say, speed for this. I'll put this in an angle right here so you can see how nice that came out. And then something else that we did, and this is a gift for a friend who purchased a home, what we have here is that this is an actual mirror that we went ahead, laser engraved, and then finished it so that you can get this kind of finish. Super duper cool. So all in all, great laser engraver, pretty versatile. The one thing I will say that, just in conclusion, just for this review, that I wish this laser would support, and I've seen this with other lasers as well, is that it does have an onboard memory card that you can have in the system, and you have to make sure that your tablet or laptop is constantly streaming and connected. In the event that you lose power or the USB connection is severed in any way, what you're going to run into is a partial engrave. So I wish there was something that you could do where that would be in place. The other thing that I would like to see improved is cable management. I thought cable management is lacking. I've seen very few that have good cable management. The cable management, just wish it was a lot better. And then I would say the last thing I would mention is the actual legs themselves. They don't really give you a lot of options when it comes to be able to support them up easily to bring them up higher, so that if you had a tumbler or rotary that you wanted to do some engraving, that there's stuff that you can do, and I've seen things that people have printed, 3D printed, but I wish that was it. Things that I really like, I do like the way this shield here, this protective shield is on. I do like how easy it is to focus, and I love the fact that it comes with air assist, because if it didn't come with that air assist, you wouldn't have kind of like these clean cuts. That is a really superior clean cut, and that was possible because of the air assist. It is a little bit louder than most lasers, and that is because this fan is constantly on, and then with the air assist, everything is just on. So all in all, great laser engraver. Those are the couple areas that I would say need, I guess, some improvements. I'm sure they'll have a next gen on this. So, and you can see kind of like the different things that you can create. So guys, that wraps up our review of the AtomStack X20 Pro. See you in the next video.